Imagine this, a company that once promised to redefine the way we work, a vibrant community that transcended the idea of a mere office and was valued at a jaw-dropping $47 billion. Today, that very same company has plummeted to a mere $45 million. This is the shocking tale of WeWork. Back in 2010, Adam Neumann and Miguel McKelvey set out on a daring mission to change everything about how we experience our workspaces. Neumann envisioned more than just desks and meeting rooms. He dreamed of nurturing a community where work and lifestyle intertwined. "We're not just renting space," he proclaimed with contagious energy. "We're creating a movement." And for a time, the world listened. WeWork's innovative blueprint was simple, yet audacious. The company signed long-term leases on prime properties, then transformed these spaces into flexible, short-term co-working environments. This model allowed them to cater to freelancers, startups, and even large corporations. As the brand's promise of modern, adaptable workspaces caught fire, WeWork expanded rapidly, establishing hundreds of locations around the globe almost overnight. Investors were dazzled, and by 2019, the company's valuation soared to an astronomical $47 billion. But every glittering vision harbors its own hidden risks. The very business model that powered WeWork's meteoric rise, the lease arbitrage strategy combining long-term commitments with short-term rentals, soon revealed a perilous flaw. When market trends shifted and remote work began to dominate, the demand for physical spaces weakened. Long-term leases that had once been golden opportunities suddenly morphed into heavy burdens. Imagine signing an endless lease on a building and then watching customer demand evaporate almost overnight. The company's foundation groaned under mounting debt and high interest rates. Amid this turbulent shift, the charismatic Adam Neumann, whose larger-than-life persona had once rallied employees and investors alike, found his leadership style coming under intense scrutiny. His bold promises and rapid expansion created a double-edged sword, capturing hearts as much as it sowed the seeds of financial instability. Neumann's penchant for extravagant visions ultimately contributed to mismanagement and questionable financial decisions. It wasn't long before the board made a dramatic decision and ousted him from the helm. This turning point was brutally exposed during the tumultuous IPO process in 2019. The market began to whisper and then shout that WeWork was less a tech innovator and more a company built on shaky foundations. As investor trust faltered, the company's aggressive expansion strategy, fueled by enormous investments from backers like SoftBank, turned out to be unsustainable. With its debt mounting and expenses spiraling out of control, WeWork filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in November 2023. Its once soaring valuation reduced to a shadow of its former glory. External pressures only compounded the woes. The ambitious model of locking in long-term leases in the most coveted locations left WeWork gasping for air when a global pivot toward remote work hit. The demand for co-working spaces evaporated, and the heavy cost structure the company had built its empire upon transformed into a ticking time bomb. Landlords, creditors, and regulatory bodies all played their part in magnifying WeWork's vulnerabilities, and suddenly, the dream of creating a worldwide community became an expensive lesson in risk management. Yet, as is often the case with dramatic downfalls, there emerged a chance for reinvention. By March 2025, following a grueling global operational and financial restructuring, and with final court approval in May 2024, WeWork began to claw back from the abyss. The company shed over $4 billion in debt, slashed future rent obligations by approximately $12 billion, and secured $400 million in new equity capital. Now operating as a private company with around 600 locations worldwide, WeWork is striving to rebuild its brand and restore trust. the saga of WeWork offers lessons that resonate far beyond the confines of co-working spaces. It warns us about the perils of unchecked ambition and rapid expansion without solid risk management. It challenges entrepreneurs and investors alike to balance visionary ideas with prudent corporate governance. And it forces us to ask, in an era of constant change, where remote work is reshaping our world, how can companies protect themselves from the unexpected turns of a volatile market? So, here's the question for you. Is WeWork's dramatic rise and catastrophic fall a cautionary tale about overreaching ambition? Or does it signal that even the most innovative ideas can adapt and survive in a rapidly changing world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the lessons from WeWork can guide future entrepreneurs? Or was this simply a case of a dream that got out of hand?